Leaving San John, New Mexico, I stopped at the gas station, and it's $1.95, so it's a better price here than most places in New Mexico. But I just put in enough gas to get me past Amarillo, and I'm hoping that in Texas, where the Democrats aren't in control of the taxes, the gas will be a little bit better, but we'll see. Most of the places in New Mexico, it's over $2 a gallon. Well over $2 a gallon. There's a fella can't wait to get to Texas. As the sign says, goodbye New Mexico and hello Texas. We're 70 miles to Amarillo, and since we had a musical interlude a few days ago in Arizona, when I stopped and visited with the Eagles, I would love to invoke the George Strait hit, Amarillo by morning. However, I cannot. It is 1:51 local time. Of course, we just gained an hour by leaving New Mexico, which is an hour behind Central Time Zone. But I have noticed that while I have been intentionally resting a lot, not driving more than I should, and not doing too much physically, I have noticed that I've not, or not noticed, I have not taken the 2 or 3 days straight in bed that sometimes I need when I overextend myself. When I wake up, I will think, I need to do that today. But then as I sit there, I say, well, I could get a few more miles on down the road, and well, I don't drive more than 2 or 3 hours at the most. It's begun to accumulate, and I'm going to have to do that at some point and just stay in one place for a while and try to get back fresh. Texas does not have much Bureau of Land Management area for you to pull off and camp at night, but it's got these picnic areas as well as rest areas, and not only on the interstates but on many other highways. And Texas law allows anyone to spend 24 hours at one of those facilities. So if you're self-contained like I am in the van, that's an option, or a place to spend the night. And some communities actually offer free campsites with electrical hookups. I think they probably limit you to a few days to keep people from moving in permanently, but then that's a good idea. Some of these remote towns, you go there, you spend a day or two, and you spend some money in their town, give a little infusion to their economy. There were some of these wind generators in New Mexico. I don't remember seeing very many at all in Arizona, but Texas is full of them. Texas blessed in energy with its oil and natural gas and coal and wide open plains where the wind blows. Dorado, Texas, just off I-40, doesn't look too prosperous, but we're going to stop here and get some propane. I can't resist $1.59 for unleaded gas if I can actually get in here, because it backed up out the door, looks like, or out in the street. While I'm sitting here waiting to gas up, I was going to blast through Amarillo and head on into Oklahoma because it's not that far from where I spent the night last night, but I got to thinking I don't really need to be back till Monday, and today's Tuesday, so I got 6 days. There are some things that I can look at. What you are looking at is called Cadillac Ranch, and somebody has buried 10 Cadillacs, old Cadillacs, nose down in a field, and we're just in a field right beside Interstate 40 here outside of Amarillo, and the tourists stop and come and take their picture with it, and I think they take cans of spray paint, put graffiti on it, and now, of course, it helps that it's in a large city by a major interstate. But Greensburg needs to come up with something equally silly for people to think, hey, that's cool, and come to Greensburg to view. Well, I'm not going to walk out there because I don't think it's that cool. Don't tell me they're trying to charge admission. Maybe he's selling spray paint cans. There's a big cowboy selling some, that's a Cadillac Ranch RV park. Hey, advertising is advertising. All right, Amarillo by 3:13 p.m. We've done it. We're at the Walmart in Canyon, Texas, and they have a huge parking lot, and they say they're friendly to RVers, but I'm not going to stay here tonight because I think we can find something more scenic. But I am going to go in and buy a couple of things just to restock my pantry. All right, $1.51 a gallon. They're not quite giving it away here in Canyon, Texas, but it sure is the cheapest I've seen in a long time. We're approaching Palo Duro Canyon from the south. And we're going to have a spectacular sight, I think. Let's see. There it is. And there is a picnic area overlooked somewhere. Here's the second largest canyon in the United States. And it's impressive. If we had not been at the Grand Canyon just a few days ago. And I know it's late in the evening and the lighting's not good, but the picnic area 1/4 mile is one of those places
1,000 feet, turn right,
where you can stay overnight for 24 hours or stay 24 hours. This is where we're going to call home for the night, and this is going to be our view when we get up in the morning. Of course, it'll look a lot better in the morning.
turn right, then you will arrive at your destination.
Here we are. All right, this is Palo Duro Canyon, the second largest canyon in the United States, and we still have a little evening light, but it's not that great. Hopefully we'll have much better footage or shots of it with the morning light. This is where I'm calling home for the night. There's the van. There's the picnic area. There's the canyon. And there's the state of Texas.